colleague along with my group members will be presenting today about insight learning. So before starting into the topic, I have a question for you all. Have you ever been stuck in a problem for a while and then suddenly a solution just popped into your mind, just like a light bulb turning on? This process is quite normal and we call this insight learning. Which means sudden realization of a solution. So, insight learning occurs when a solution to a problem occurs suddenly after different mental restructuring or analyzing the solution. And in real life examples, we can just take the example of Archimedes shouting Eureka to Kohler's experiment using chimpanzee by various tools. Insight learning is all around us. And today we will be presenting about the different topics related to the insight learning. Firstly, we will start with what is insight learning, how it works, and how it is closely related with cognitive learning. Then we will be moving to educational factors and how it is related and how it helps in the educational environment and the problem solving. And at last, we'll be just telling about the merits and the demerits in insight learning. So without further delay, just let's with understanding how the concept and how it works and the experiments of insight learning and how it just impacts in our daily life. So over to Sonali.
Insight learning is the type of learning which is based on high mental processing and when a solution suddenly comes to your mind or pop out a solution. So it is also based on the type of cognitive learning. Cognitive learning is a type of learning which is contains high mental processing. It is mainly focuses on your thinking, mental reasoning and the problem solving capacity of a person. It has mainly four key aspects like attention, problem solving, perceptions and memory. So it is closely related with insight learning like by high mental restructuring. As we know, in insight learning, suddenly an idea came to our mind. That is how it mentally restructures to solve a problem. And by thinking like cognitive learning, insight learning also focuses on involves analyzing the problem and a high mental thinking. And both the insight learning and cognitive learning are have the capacity to problem solving and creativity. They discover new type of solution rather than not solve it and rely on it. Over to Shivani, she will explain the experiment done by Kunzar to explain insight learning.
Learning theories. He had tried many experiments on chimpanzee. In one experiment, he has taken a chimpanzee named Sultan in one cage and putting the banana outside the cage. Then he put two sticks inside the cage. One is longer, having hole one side end, and the other is shorter. Neither of them can reach to the bananas. And when the experiment starts, the chimpanzee named Sultan activated and he tries to get the bananas with the sticks, and he tries many times to get the bananas with the sticks, but he can't reach to them. Then he get tired and stop doing and playing with the sticks, and suddenly the one of the stick is get inserted into the hole and get stuck. Then suddenly a bright idea strikes to his mind that he can join both of the sticks and get the bananas very easily. Then he get the bananas inside the cage. After doing this experiment, Kohler concluded that we can solve any problem instantly with insight learning and without any trial and error. That's all from my part. Now it's over to Aditi. She will explain the of insight learning in the educational field.
Learning is related to education in various aspects, as it helps in understanding complex problems and it includes helping unrelated elements in leading to an innovative solution. And sudden realization, which is included in insight learning, it encourages creativity of a person. And the various major impact is on decision making, which improves the decision making capacity of an individual. Now over to Odisha, she will explain the merits of insight learning.
It helps to improve the flexibility of thinking. It allows for a more effective solution of a problem through sudden realization. It fosters the intrinsic motivation, such as when we get a sudden solution to a problem, it brings a self-satisfaction and also making the learning process more enjoyable and self-driven. It encourages the learners to analyze the situation, recognize the patterns and form a meaningful connections between them. And it also once the individuals develop their insight driven problem solving skills, they also become more better learners throughout their life. Now over to Sabitri. She will explain the demerits of insight learning.
Insight learning is highly effective in many ways, but it has some limitations like unpredictability. Insight learning occurs spontaneously, and it is difficult to predict when it will occur. Second is time consuming. It can take lot of times compared to other methods like direct instructions. Third is frustrations and overthinking. If insight learning does not occur very quickly, it can lead to frustrations and lack of motivations. Lastly, it is not suitable for all the subjects. This subject that requires memorization learning, such as vocabulary, it is not suitable for all the subjects, and insight learning is not benefits for all the subjects. That's from my part. Now over to Sonali for the conclusion.
Insight learning is regarded as a long-term changes in our life. So, insight learning happens regularly in each of our life. We all have experienced it at least once or another. So, when a quick idea reaches to our mind, it creates a aha or eureka moment. So, let's take some examples like if we lost something or we are trying to finding it, and suddenly we remember about that place where we placed it. For another example, when we listening some music and we suddenly recall about that artist from his or her voice. So, etc. and all are the examples. Now, at last, insight learning is regarded as the root of creativity, out of box thinking. So, that's all we have expressed about insight learning.
That's all about our presentation. Thank you.